Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Chicago Sky as they play against the Seattle Storm. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. And each of these teams has a powerful front court, and this figures to be a battle of the bigs. Am I right, Tim?
Absolutely. I mean, this game will be won in the low post, that's for sure. One thing we'll be tracking, points in the paint, and that'll probably be a stat that's quite big.
That and rebounds. I mean, these are squads that usually dominate opponents on the boards, but tonight, that won't be so easy.
Now here is Lloyd. Outside Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Charles. Rebounded by Copper.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
Pass to Williams. Back to Copper for 3. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Now Bird. Now here is Lloyd. Left side Charles. Shoots over Williams. And it's Charles missing.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
Well, in 2021, Tina Charles led the WNBA in scoring, which was her second scoring title. But when you consider that she was 33 years old, it's almost a little more impressive.
Now here's Williams. Misamon inside. Williams there. On the wing, Courtney Williams. Second chance shot. Doesn't get it to drop for her. So the Storm will take it the other way. And talking about the game of Tina Charles, she's really changed it with the times.
Well, you talk about Charles' first 6 years in the league. She made just 2 threes total. But before the 2016 season, Tina added the three-point shot to her game. And guess what? Charles led the league in scoring back during the 2016 season.
And Lloyd gets it to go.
And this is why Bird's teammates love playing with her. She's just an unselfish, team-first type of player.
Outside Quigley. Pass to Copper. Now Misamon. Screen by Misamon. Now here's Quigley. Yes, and it's Courtney Williams with the assist that time.
Well, few do this better than Allie Quigley, a reliable three-point sniper who can make it rain from range.
Now here is Lloyd. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Charles in the post. Misamon covering. And it's Charles missing. Chicago in the lead. Pass to Quigley. And here's Williams. Misamon with it. On the wing, Courtney Williams. And again, it's the Sky from deep.
You have to run at shooters like Williams. Can't let them catching fire. She'll eat you alive.
The 2020 season was just so different. The entire season was played in Bradenton, Florida, and I think that makes Seattle's championship in the Wubble that much more impressive.
Now a timeout called by Seattle. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's January. Pass to Williams. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Back to January. Williams sets the screen. Now here's January. She's covered closely. No good with the layup. And that 2020 championship by the Storm, arguably the most challenging title in WNBA history.
Well, you tip your hat to Bird, Stewart, Lloyd, the rest of that 2020 Storm team. The physical and mental challenges they overcome, we've never seen it. We may never see it again.
Now here's Alaman. Pass to Mabry. Just 4 to shoot. Alema. The three-pointer, no good. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
They need this. Whitcomb misses. Here's Chicago now. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Past Alema. Picked by Misaman. From down low, and she hits the jumper for 2.
Well, they gave her some room, and she just stepped back and nailed the wide-open jumper.
Here's Whitcomb. Over Mabry. And so the first quarter in the books. It's the Sky leading by 6. And we'll bring you the start of quarter 2 when we return. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And when you consider how the Sky are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Defense paying dividends for them through 1.
Coach has to be happy about their effort on that end. Just a lot of hustle.
Here's Quigley. Outside Williams. To the paint. Second shot opportunity. That shot off. Good work defensively by Sammy Whitcomb. Pass to Lloyd. Back to Whitcomb. Here's Magbagor. Charles with it. She's covered by Copper. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for her. 1 for 4 shooting.
A reliable interior scoring option, Charles plays with power and poise around the rim.
Now here's Williams. Outside Williams. Outside Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Harrison sets a screen. And Williams gets it to go.
It feels like the rest of basketball has forgotten about the mid-range game, not Williams. She still uses this part of the court. Courtney Williams, one of the toughest players in the league, standing 5'8". She's excellent on the boards, arguably the best rebounding guard in the league.
Here's Whitcomb. No good on the triple. Chicago with the ball. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Outside Williams. Left side Williams. Back to Williams. Over Lloyd. Williams can't get it to go. And Courtney Williams led the league in minutes in 2021.
With an Atlanta team that missed the playoffs, Williams was not just leading the league in minutes, but she was also leading the league in field goal attempts, competing incredibly hard no matter the situation.
Now here is Lloyd. That one falls.
Scoring inside, Lloyd able to do it despite being under 6 feet.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Quigley. Harrison. Quigley with the screen. Now Williams. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That'll get the ref's attention.
You have to make sure your feet are set. When you set those screens, or they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
The Storm trail. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. Pick by Lavender. Pass to Bird. Here's the three. Rebound Chicago.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Now here's Alaman. The three. Chicago again missing.
Oh, we talk about all-time WNBA playoff runs. You have to talk about the 2014 Chicago Sky. They were the last team in, winning a tiebreaker just to get into the tournament.
Now here's Alaman. Outside Mabry. Nisaman. The three-pointer is on target.
Well, Mabry has a pretty sharp passing game. She won't let an open shot go to waste.
And the Storm with possession. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And talking about that 2014 Sky team, they went 15-19 in the regular season.
But Chicago really turned it on in the playoffs, led by players like Sylvia Fowles, Elena Deladon, Courtney Vandersloot. Chicago won 2 winner-take-all games of getting all the way to the WNBA Finals.
And she's got her first free throws of the night right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And she makes the first.
Entering the league as the top pick all the way back in 2002, Sue Bird is still going, competing against players who were in diapers when Sue started her WNBA career.
She hits both from the stripe. And talking about the greatness of Sue Bird, she's played some of her best basketball over the last few years.
The timeless wonder. I mean, back in 2020, Sue shot 47% from downtown, her best from downtown. It's just incredible that Sue Bird is still going strong in her 40s.
6 on the shot clock. Past the indoor fall. The three-pointer off the mark. January outside. Bird with it. Back to Lavender. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
You really can't run that play any better. Bird with the timing and the perfect placement of the pass. She is consistent in her work at putting her teammates in a position to succeed.
Now here's Alaman. Back to Nisaman. Shoots over Williams. That one off the back iron and out.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break for the D that she missed it.
And she drops it in from the low post. To the right side. Here's indoor fall. And it's off from three-point range. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here. Storm out in front, up 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half to get underway. Chicago with the ball. And here's Quigley. Outside Williams. Williams sets the screen. Just 5 on the clock. And no good.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Charles with the bucket.
Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Now here's Miesman. Outside Williams. Out to Lloyd. Shoots it up. Good. And it's Gabby Williams who picks up the assist.
Decisive. It's a quality for any good shooter. Lloyd has it. Just get the ball, fire away.
Outside Quigley. Pass to Williams. Shoots over Bird. Williams can't get it to go.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around.
Moving it around, 8 of the last 10 points coming off assists.
Nothing makes a coach happier than a display of pure, selfless teamwork.
Absolutely.
Now here's Miesman. On the wing, Courtney Williams. Picked by Miesman. Here's Copper. And once again off the mark by Chicago.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots.
Tina Charles for 3. Allie Quigley grabs the miss.
The shot was there for her. She had to take it. And I don't care if she didn't convert. She should take it again next time.
Williams. Looking to end her cold spell. And she lays it up and in.
They get one to drop. 1 of 4 here in the third.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Now a timeout called by Seattle.
In a 2021 survey of WNBA GMs, Allie Quigley was the clear winner for best shooter. Quigley getting more than half the votes.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's January. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Magdador. And she drops in the layup off glass. Allie Quigley has been great in this league for so long. She is extremely well respected by her peers.
Well, when you look back, in Allie Quigley's first 5 years in the league, she averaged less than 3 points per game. But she continued to work on her craft, and eventually, she turned into one of the premier three-point shooters in the league.
She goes up again. Can't hit that one. The Sky go the other way with it. Outside Quigley. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Storm. Here's Whitcomb. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Pass to January. Charles. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from downtown.
Defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first half.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside Quigley. Alema. Here's the pick. Five to shoot. Quigley. Chicago again missing.
Well, Tim, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding, but it feels a lot bigger than that.
The score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution have been superior.
Tina Charles for 3. The rebound by the Sky.
Her shot has been off today. With her team leading, perhaps she should maybe focus more on her floor game.
Pass to Harrison. Over Whitcomb. Harrison no good. And here are the Storm now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Whitcomb. Now Lavender. Using the post moves to get the 2 points.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Mabry with it. Past Alama. Can they get it? The shot that time not on target. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Storm. They lead by 12. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
Now this was some artistry right here. Great decision on where to go with the ball and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way, Tim. It's true team basketball.
It's just so much fun to watch.
And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Outside Lloyd. There's the 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. She remains perfect.
You know, back her rookie year, she shot around 20% from downtown, but Lloyd has put incredible effort to improve her long-range shot. Now she's close to a 40% shooter.
Up top, Williams. Takes the 3. Aguilar grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Now here's Williams. Clock at 6. Back to Lloyd. Williams. They get it back. And the basket by Lavender.
Defensively, they've got to start bodying them up. You know, get a little bit more physical and help your chances of winning this game.
Yeah, they're getting outclassed in the paint. And the worst part, it's at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Mabry. Misaman, she's guarded by Lavender. Fades back. Misaman, no good. Here's Whitcomb. Jacks up a 3. Unable to get that one to go.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
Williams with it. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Now Williams. Lavender outside. Inside. Lloyd. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, Lloyd is simply rolling right now. She can really run up the scoreboard when she's feeling it.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Timeout called the Sky. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside Mabry, pass to Copper. Mabry, no good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Now here's Bird. Outside Williams, and here's Lloyd. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Sometimes it just looks like Lloyd is toying with the defense. With slick moves like that, she's simply a step ahead.
Now here's Mabry. Pass to Misaman. And that one good.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Here's Russell.
Right here.
Outside Lloyd. It's good for her 8th straight basket in only 8 attempts.
And you just see the level of concentration from Lloyd there. Even under duress, she's able to maintain focus around the rim.
Now here's Mabry. Courtney Williams for 3. Bird pulls it in.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Well, the roster limit in the WNBA is 12 players, with lots of teams carrying 11 due to salary cap issues.
And I think that's too low. I mean, I'd like to see the league expand the numbers of players on a team, perhaps out of maybe like two-way style players that we see in the NBA who can get called up.
Yeah, me too. Because right now, teams can sign players via hardship contracts, but those are just temporary. I think ultimately the WNBA will explore more permanent options for adding to a team.
First free throw is good.
In a September 2021 game against the Mercury, Jewel Lloyd tied a WNBA record with 22 points in a quarter, taking just 9 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And those 22 points for Jewel Lloyd are actually the most points ever scored in a first quarter for a player.
Well, you know what's really incredible is that Lloyd didn't even score the last 4.5 minutes of that quarter. So Jewel had 22 points in less than 6 minutes.
Now here is Hebert. Over Lavender. Shot by Hebert, no good.
She should save the fadeaway for when there's a defender on her.
Now here's Bird. She's guarded by Alaman. Pass to Lloyd. Back to Russell. Shoots over Williams. Hebert pulls it in. Up top, Alaman, guarded by Bird. And here is Alaman. And so Seattle takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were better basketball team by far.
You got to commend this sort of dominance here at home and feeling great, playing well nearly the whole game. And I could feel it. This building was pumped, guys.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.